So today the car we have is the BMW X1. This particular variant is the S-Drive 18i. Is the 2018 model. Is the pre-facelift car. The facelift came around 2019. This is a second generation BMW X1. But the name, the S-Drive 18i, is pretty misleading because the normal man would think that it means sports. But in BMWs, S basically means that the car is a front wheel or a two-wheel drive. So today in this review we'll see how practical this car is, what safety features this car offers, what other features this car offers, and how it's like to drive. So without further ado, let's start this review. Starting from the front, we have the unique iconic BMW kidney grille, which got pretty enlarged post facelift. But in this car, it's pretty decent size. The car from the front is pretty decent looking as well. We have some air inlets here, which are actually air inlets which help with efficiency, and some air inlets here. And moving to the side, we have halogen lamps. Unfortunately, we do not get the LED projection headlamps. Actually, we get the halogen normal reflection headlamps. And we have a fog lamp, halogen fog lamp here as well. So the front is pretty decent looking, doesn't stand out on the road, but it actually diffuses with other cars. So pretty decent sized and pretty decent looking car from the front. And the tire, we have 17-inch alloy wheels. We do not get a beautiful looking rim. It's a pretty simple rim. It's a 225 profile tire. The tire is pretty wide, pretty good. And the side mirrors have some turning lights as well, and two-tone white black. You have the S-Drive 18i badging here, and from the side you'll see that the black from the front continues here as a skirting. So they've used black plastic here, and some creases start from here as well. The creases continue to the back, and it's a pretty decent looking car. And from the rear profile, we see that the car is pretty similar to the BMW X5 we reviewed. Personally, I love the tail lights the BMW has, and the rear has some grey, some black, and some white. So the grey and the black are plastic materials used here, and the white is the body color. I think the rear profile looks pretty good as well. So from the inside, the car is pretty impressive as well. The car is very solid. Everything is very soft and solid to the touch. Very robust car. BMWs are renowned for having very good quality stuff inside. So, but the scratchy plastic, however, starts from the bottom. So you have scratchy plastic beneath the glove box, and scratchy plastic here, scratchy plastic here. But the places you usually touch are very solid and soft to the touch. The center console is very solid, and then you have a 6.2-inch mini tiny screen which you can operate through here, but the screen is not sensitive to the touch. You can only use it via the buttons. This screen has the BMW iDrive system, which is renowned for being very user friendly, very easy to use, which I can personally see here. It's very easy to use. You can easily use it from here, and very responsive screen as well. And in front of me is the manual cluster. Unfortunately, we do not have a digital speedometer, but this is what you can expect in this kind of car. So the steering has 4-way manual adjustment as well, telescopic, as well as the up and down movement. You have a push start button here, and the interior is very minimalistic, and the cabin is very spacious. You have a panoramic sunroof. You have beautiful light coming in, and the interior overall, I love the interior. Beautiful 3-tone black, brown, and white. Beautiful combination of colors, and I think I love the interior. As long as the practicality is concerned, we have a huge door bin here, and the glove box is pretty lovely as well. Very good to the touch, and you have lots of space to store your stuff. And in the center, you have a small. You can put your phone in here, and in the center we have good space as well. And in here we have a USB socket to charge your phone, and we have some storage here as well. We have 2 cup holders here, a cigarette lighter here. And so in the rear, you have loads of space here as well. The seats recline too, which is pretty good. In the center, you have the armrest, which is pretty solid. You have 2 cup holders here, but the plastic used here is pretty flimsy. And you do not get air vents here, which is very sad. You get a cigarette lighter here, and the seats overall, the comfort is really good. You can extend your legs. There's loads of space in the footwell, and there's loads of headroom. There's loads of knee room, which is really nice. You have loads of space in the door bin as well, and then you get a reading light here, a hook here. So in the rear seats, there's lots of space as well, just like the front. The cabin is very spacious, and I think I like the car from the rear as well. So when we look at the boot, unfortunately we do not get an automatic tailgate. We get a manual tailgate, So the boot has impressed me greatly. You have loads of space in the boot. And this is a pretty good sized large suitcase, and you still have lots of space. On the sides you have some storage spaces. You have 2 tether points on either sides. You have a lamp here, and you get a spare tire as well with a jack here, and the spare tire is the same size as the normal 17-inch tire. So the boot is pretty good. You have loads of space and lots of storage space as well to store your stuff. So to open the hood, you pull this lever twice and the hood just opens up. There's no click here. So the car comes with a 1.5 liter turbo engine with German's favorite DCT transmission, dual clutch transmission, 7-speed dual clutch transmission. So the horsepower this car produces is around 140 horsepower, and the torque is around 220 Newton meters of torque. So we'll see how powerful this engine is and how well this car drives in our drive segment. So let's talk features. Starting from the outside, this car comes with halogen fog lamps as standard. Then moving to the inside, the car comes with a beautiful, huge panoramic sunroof, which is really nice. And the seats, they're leather, white, beautiful leather. And the driver's seat and the passenger seat are both electrically operated. And the driver's seat comes with memory seats as well. And the car comes with 7 airbags as standard, but the car lacks some features as well. So 4 things I wish this car had are, first of all, I wish this car came with parking sensors. Parking sensors are really essential. And secondly, I wish this car came with LED headlights instead of halogen lamps. And in the rear, I wish this car came with a rear parking camera. This car doesn't even have a rear parking camera. And lastly, I wish this car came with rear AC vents, which is really essential as well. So talking about the price, the cars in Pakistan are heavily overpriced because of the excess taxation. So a 2018 used X1 would cost you around 6 to 7 million Pakistani rupees. But if you go to buy a brand new 2022 X1, it would cost you around 12 million, which again is a lot. You could get an e-tron for around 14 million. So when you drive the car, you feel very connected to the road. The road grip on this car is excellent. The visibility, however, the side mirrors are pretty small. The rear windshield is compromised because of the pillars, but the windshield in the front, that's pretty wide. And the cabin is very spacious cabin. You have electric seats, you have a manual adjustable steering, so you can set yourself according to your comfort. And as long as the driver is concerned, this comes with a 1.5 liter turbo engine. So the car is not underpowered. It produces around 140 horsepower. So the torque you get is very nice as well. 220 Newton meters of torque. You get a sports mode as well. So the pickup of this car, the smoothness of the drive, the smoothness of the shocks, the overall drive is a really nice experience. And again, you feel very connected to the road. So compared to its competitor, the Audi Q3, you feel like this car is a bit more sporty, and the quality on this car is a bit more robust. The quality is a bit better than the Audi Q3. So overall, I think I love the drive. It's an excellent drive, but however, there's one problem. The engine rattles a lot. It rattles like a diesel engine. However, it's a petrol engine. So I don't know why it rattles so much, but that's a thing. It sounds like a little truck. So the question arises, should you buy this car? Should you avoid it? I think that in Pakistan, this car is heavily overpriced. So if you go to buy a brand new X1, it would cost you around 12 million Pakistani rupees, which is a lot. But if you buy a used 2018 model, it would cost you around 6 to 7 million. And compared to its competitors, which are the MG HS, the Haval Jolion, and the Kia Sportage, the Hyundai Tucson, I would definitely buy this car. So see you in the next video, man.